Welcome back. Today we have Cooper. Forgot your last name.
Taylor.
Yeah.
Dude, I had a whole kickboxing match. I can't remember my last name. I forgot
Cooper Taylor.
There you go.
We have Cooper Taylor on the podcast. He was my first amateur kickboxing opponent.
And hardest out of all of them. Only one he's ever had. Best one he's ever had.
It was the first one, best one.
So him and I had a fight. It was almost a year ago, about September 30th. It was 3 rounds, and it was a whole lot of fun. And, you know, I don't want to knock his head off as bad anymore. It used to be pretty bad, but, man, it's classic. It's classic. I think about it every now and then. He's not as big in a MMA or martial arts as I am, and he still managed to beat me. So I'm going to have to get my get back one of these days, getting some sparring done today.
Tonight.
Yeah, tonight I'm spinning back, and it's going to be exactly what I expect.
Yeah, what was going on through your head during the fight? Because for me, it was your second fight. For my first fight, yeah. I was really scared.
For me, it was kind of like it's one of those things where in a fight you kind of just want to prove yourself the whole time. Mm-hmm. You kind of want to show that you've got kahunas and balls. And I was like, as long as I can land good punches and land them hard, I can go home happy. And you know, if we can pull up footage from the fight, we had some really good rounds, really hard rounds. A lot of highlights. You took the first round away from me hard.
Yeah.
He took the first round away from me hard. He kicked me square in the face. And I remember, dude, that is the moment from the fight that I cannot call back to. It is crazy. When I remember that first round, all I can really remember is seeing the ref kind of pull you away, and he's like doing this. I'm like, holy shit, did I just lose? I thought I lost. I thought it was done. I was like, there is no way. Because it was like, what? 30 seconds into that first round. It was quick.
Yeah.
And he just caught me.
Dude, my adrenaline was going crazy.
Dude, yeah, bro. Yeah. It can't not go crazy. And I remember you throw it and it hits. And I can remember kind of like trying to pull you away or grab on or throw back. But it was like, dude, the second the ref had you away and he was kind of doing this, he was talking to me, I was like, I thought it was done. Yeah. I thought I had lost the fight, and I thought I had my whole people drive out there just to see me lose in like 30 odd seconds. I was pissed, but it got back in there. I got a cool Superman punch.
Yeah, you did.
I think about that every now and then. Second round, dude. The second round
was yours. And third round was like, we didn't really do much.
It was the second round we didn't do much.
Oh, it was?
It was first round, you kicked the shit out of me. The second round is where I feel like that's where you got the decision. Because we didn't do a whole lot of nothing that second round.
Yeah.
And the third round, I was like, I have to try and pull this back because I don't know if I won the second.
Shit.
So gassed. Yeah. I was throwing from the hip. I was throwing swamp donkeys at that point.
Yeah.
I was just praying something hit. So I think third round you killed me the first, and then that second round.
If I didn't get the 10-8, then it would have been really close.
It would have been really close. Yeah, dude. And that's where when I went back to the stool, because I didn't have any coaches that fight. I kind of was in and out of gyms at that point, and it was one of those things where I like to fight. I like to train. So when the opportunity came up, because I'm close with the guy that owned the promotion, I was like, you know what? Yeah, let's go fight. I was like, sure, I'll go take it. And then I got your Instagram. I'm like, this fucking pretty boy in Thailand. I'm going to take his head off. He doesn't know what's coming. So I did my training. I could have trained a little harder here and there. So I go back to the stool, and my brother was the only guy in my corner. I didn't have any coaches. Taylor had a whole team. Pops was in the corner. Coach was in the corner. They rolled up in matching shirts. I had a rusty Navy t-shirt on, and I get back to my stool. My brother's like, you gotta fucking pull this out of the fire, bro, because it was not a good look. So we go into that second round, and slow round.
Yeah.
Slow.
That was when I was like fainting and shit.
Yeah, dude, you were trying to be Sean O'Malley out there. It was just. And I didn't, dude. Who was it? It was Mike Tyson that said everyone has a plan, so you get punched in the face.
Yeah,
that is so true.
It is.
I remember like it was yesterday. The second that we started back up after that 8 count, I was like, I have to just hit him. All my technique.
My coach was like, Tanner, slow down. But in my head, I'm like, if I got one more, it would have been over.
Yeah, that would have been the fight. Yeah. Why would you not? Why would you slow down?
I don't know, bro. I should have kept going.
Dude, if you pushed thank God you didn't keep going. I would have not come over and done this podcast. I had so much
energy that first round.
Yeah, dude, you came out swinging. And it is, dude, martial arts is the most unforgiving sport, bro. Yeah. Like, I can run probably 20 minutes at a steady pace and still be good. I remember that after the third round, I was like, pull this headgear off me. I could barely breathe, bro. It takes so much out of you because it's a sprint. At the end of the day, when you're having to hit someone in the face and you're having to kick them, it's a sprint. So you need time to breathe, but whenever you try and take time to breathe, bow, you're getting hit in the face. It is hard and it takes so much energy out of you. And you kind of taking that moment where you're like, I gotta get him out of there. You're throwing everything you had at me. That's when it was like, oh damn, I need a moment to breathe now. But you can't take that moment. It's all about pushing a pace when it comes to fighting, and especially amateur, because amateur, everyone doesn't really have their head around the game yet.
Amateur is just who wants it more.
There you go. Yeah. And it's almost like, because the professionals have done this a million times. Mm-hmm. They don't have all the nerves. They're really fight conditioned. Us, we're kind of like, we just want to win.
Yeah.
It's all about one. Of course, they want to win too. But us, it's like, that's just all out the window. All that technique's out the window. Because I did my research on that fight. I saw some training videos of you. I know you were pretty decent on the hands, but your kicks
my videos were inverted, so it looked like I was righty.
No way you did that.
Yeah.
Dude, no, because I thought you were right-handed going in there.
Yeah.
And you look at our weigh-in, we're smiling at each other.
Yeah, and I'm going righty.
No, but you went lefty.
Oh, I did?
You on the weigh-in, because I remember, dude, you look at pull up our photos on the weigh-in.
You go, you're a lefty?
We put up our hands. I go lefty. He goes, yeah. we're loud. I'm like, you son of a bitch. I thought you were right-handed. Because when I was training, I was doing pull counters with the lead hand. Because my brother would go orthodox and I would do pull counters.
Yeah, I knew you were a lefty. I was training to go against a lefty.
Yeah, exactly.
All my opponents were going lefty when we were training.
You motherfucker. I had all my opponents went righty.
I didn't even realize it, bro. On Instagram, I started looking and I said, wait a second. It looks like I'm a righty.
I thought you were a righty.
Yeah.
No, that's good, dude. And I remember, it's funny you say that, because when we had our conversation before the fight, him and I were super casual about this whole thing. It was crazy.
Yeah, it was nice.
It was, the promoter just gave us the other guy's Instagram, so you could check him out if you needed to. And I scrolled through his page, and I think I texted you first. I'm like, what's up, buddy? Yeah, we're fighting in a month. Hope everything's good, bro. So we start shooting the shit. We talk a little bit, and you're like, so what kind of fighter are you? And I'm like, that's a ridiculous question to ask. But I'm like, you know what? Let me lie. I told you I was a karate guy.
Yeah.
I am not. I have never done karate. Never done traditional.
I was straight serious.
Dude, I was like, if he thinks I'm a karate guy, thinks I'm gonna start kicking, brother, I was a boxer. I was lying so hard. And it didn't pay off because he kicked me square in the chin. So that kind of bit me in the ass.
I think I said, yeah, same. Or some shit.
Yeah. Are you karate?
I'm like Taekwondo, Muay Thai.
When did you start this?
I started Taekwondo when I was really young.
That's my keychain. I got a Digimon on my keychain.
Yeah.
That's what's beeping right now. His house isn't blowing up if you can hear that.
I started Taekwondo when I was really young, and then I switched over to. I just started doing Muay Thai 3 years ago, and then I did it just like private lessons, and then I did jiu-jitsu with a group, and then I switched over to kickboxing.
Wow, so you've been in it for a bit.
Yeah,
I've always liked martial arts. I started out wanting to be a boxer. Mm-hmm. Now I've transferred over. I like MMA more, and it all started because. Don't flame me here. I used to do drama back in middle school.
I totally respect that.
Dude, you respect that?
Acting's hard, bro.
Dude, acting is pretty hard.
I want to try to get into acting. You know, modeling.
See? Yeah, he's a handsome guy over here. No, I used to do middle school theater, and I was in Lion King and all this shit, and I was young.
Were you the lion?
I was Simba. I was Simba. Next year, I was Gaston, and I was supposed to be Prince Eric. Thank God COVID stopped me. Thank God. But no,
I thought you were about to be the genie.
Dude, oh God. You know what's crazy you say that? I remember the moment I didn't want to act is when I was like, it was something I'm good at. Like I kind of had a knack for that kind of thing.
Yeah, you got a personality.
Yeah. So I've done all this stuff and all the drama teacher was like, yo, he's got kind of got a talent for this. So my dad and mom were like, you should go try an audition for something outside of school, outside of where you normally do it. So we go and we went to an Aladdin thing. Yeah. It's funny you bring up the genie. I was supposed to be the little fucking bird on the villain's shoulder, and I was like, hell no. I didn't want
that villain would get dropped, bro. You want a villain's shoulder?
Hell no, bro. I'm switch kick him in the head like Alex Pereira, bro. I'm not being a little bird, so I'm like, fuck that. And all the people, dude, it's a hard industry and it's a weird industry. Yeah. All the people in there are crazy, bro. They are some of the weirdest. Like,
are they all gay? Yeah,
a lot of them are. I auditioned. It's crazy. I could have really had a career in acting, and it's not even me saying like I was so good I could have done it. It's like I had steps to do it. Yeah. You know, I had good connections because the people who were the teacher. I went to Franklin, and I did this in middle school. Into it? It's kind of one of those things where it's like I could be into it. If I was into it, I keep doing it, but I never really had a love for it. I just did it in middle school, and I started with it. And I started in 5th grade, and I was like, all my friends are in this program, so I guess I'll stay in it. And the teacher was super nice. I was the worst student back in middle school. Yeah. I would do nothing. I'd get no work done, and my teacher really helped me. So if I wasn't in her program, that'd kind of be a dick move. So I stayed in it for a while, and it kind of just became a thing of like routine. And I remember the moment I got out of middle school and I was in high school, I'm like, I'm not doing that again, bro. But I brought this up because the moment I wanted to start getting into fighting was in 6th grade when I was doing The Lion King, and I was Simba, main character right there. I came home, and my dad had seen like bits and pieces of the performance, and he was like, man, it is so gay. I'm like, what are you talking? He's like, that is so gay. You want to watch a real man movie? And he put on Rocky IV. And I sat down and I watched Rocky IV back in 6th grade. I was like 11, 12. And I fell in love with boxing right there. I thought that was the coolest movie I've ever watched. So it took me a bit to actually get into combat sports. Yeah. Like I had to watch the really big stuff. Like my brother.
I got into fighting from Cobra Kai.
Really? Yeah. No way.
Yeah. I saw those guys like, wow. Dude, I want to learn that shit.
How old were you how old is Cobra Kai?
I don't want to say the wrong thing, but we'll pop it up on the screen.
No, dude, it is Cobra Kai, and it's funny you say that. When I it's different because when you watched it, you didn't know fighting, and when I watched it, I knew fighting. Because I watched Cobra Kai recently, like
it just looks
a year ago. I think it's the goofiest fucking show ever. It is the weirdest, dude. But I enjoyed it. But like when they're
fuck with Miguel.
I'm more what's Johnny Lawrence's son? No, the emo kid.
Rob.
I used to hate. Robbie. I used to hate him. He got cool, bro.
Yeah.
He had aura when he joined back Cobra Kai, and he was kicking everyone's ass. That was sick.
And that black kid started kicking everybody's ass.
Dude, fuck Kenny, bro. I think he's the worst character in the show. He ruins the show for me.
Yeah.
Dude, but I remember watching that show, and I was like, this is so goofy. Because when you start to understand fighting, and you see fighting in shows and movies, and like they're throwing punches from the hip, they're throwing them long side to side, you're like, that just doesn't work, bro. And like there's a lot of, what's the term? McDojo. There's a lot of those running around. So there's a lot of people that think they know fighting that don't know fighting. And a lot of people that give out black belts to little kids.
Dude, it's crazy.
It's crazy. And it's turning beautiful traditional martial arts into a fucking business empire. Because with our black belt program, you can get it 2 times faster when you show up to 2 extra classes a week. It's ridiculous.
It's not really by skill anymore. It's by if you pay.
Exactly. It's a real life pay to win system.
Yeah.
But you're not winning. You're just getting the fucking shiny belt. Not even shiny. Black belts are ugly. But no,
you a yellow belt kind of
dude. Big orange belt guy.
Yeah. During our fight, I'm the same belt I was now.
What martial art? Taekwondo?
Nah, I think it's karate and kickboxing or something like that.
Where did you train at?
Elite Force.
Is it? Oh yeah,
I was a green belt there, but
they did karate there.
It's like a mix of karate, Muay Thai, and kickboxing.
Oh wow!
Because they have belts, but they teach kickboxing.
And is it a legit spot, or is it kind of?
No, it's cool.
It's a good place.
You have shin pads, gloves, and headgear. You spar. Yeah.
See, because there's a lot. We have a place locally over in my city That is the biggest fucking rip off ever, bro. I'm not going to say the name. I don't want them hunting me down and point sparring me to death. Dude, it is. Dude, they are the biggest. There's a kid that went there at my school, and he was like, dude, you get into a fight? Because he knew I did MMA. He's like, if we sparred, I think I could outstrike you. He's like, show me videos and shit. Dude, he's like, throwing the gayest punches. And he's like, I'm a red belt. I'm like, when did you start? A year ago. I'm like, you started a year ago and
back
you're
then
a
it used
red
to take
belt?
like 6 years to get to
Dude,
black.
there are some martial arts that you don't get your black belt for like 20
Jiu-jitsu is the
years.
only one that's left that's still like that.
No, jiu-jitsu. They take jiu-jitsu serious.
Yeah.
Jiu-jitsu.
It takes like 20 years to get to a black belt.
I've never.
not 20, but around
it takes a while, like about 10.
10.
I haven't met a jiu-jitsu coach or teacher that wasn't serious about jiu-jitsu and like took it, respect, headstrong, and it's a really good thing because it's taking over. Even it's funny you mentioned Cobra Kai. They brung it up in Cobra Kai.
That was funny. It was the deleted scene.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because karate used to be big in the U.S. and karate became watered down and it became a big old.
The new karate is kickboxing.
Exactly. Yeah, it became.
You've ever seen Karate Combat?
I've heard the name before. Isn't
sick.
that the
they do kickboxing with MMA gloves?
Yeah, it's literally like that's not karate, bro.
It's sick. I like it though.
It's sick. Yeah. I'm not knocking Karate Combat's sick. Yeah. But it's not real karate. It's not the real art because
real karate is like body shots with your hands and head. You get hit with the head.
Yeah,
kicks.
They had it in the Olympics, didn't they? Did they take it out?
Kudo is really cool. You ever seen that?
Isn't that the acting one where they're doing all the
Kudo
forms?
is where it's karate and judo mixed together.
Oh, that's sick. Is it kind of like Sambo?
Kinda, yeah.
Okay, Sambo is hard.
Yeah.
That's a lot where the Dagestani guys train at. But no, the jiu-jitsu is the new karate in the sense because like back in the day when like Karate Kid was actually like a good movie and it wasn't Cobra Kai. I'm not saying Cobra Kai's ass. Don't kick me in the face again, Tanner. But it first came to the U.S. and it was the way jiu-jitsu is now, where everyone's a real master, everyone's got their fucking belts and everyone's got it respectfully. But as years went by, more places opened up, more places where people kind of dipped their toes into karate and like, I can open a gym. I can teach little kids how to go 1, 2 and make their parents pay $30 a month for this.
Yeah.
So it just kind of became watered down, but jiu-jitsu is now becoming big and it's been big for a bit. A lot of people jiu-jitsu. I knew Tom Hardy, the guy who played Venom. He does jiu-jitsu. He showed up for a tournament.
You ever seen Kicking It?
Kicking It is Disney XD like show,
Jack. Well, there's his main character named Jack, and in the show, he was a crazy, really good at martial arts. And if you see him now, he literally beat his character. He's a black belt in jiu-jitsu, the highest you can get in Muay Thai.
Seriously?
Black belt in karate.
Wow, that's crazy. Because I do remember Kicking It. It was it's on Disney XD, right?
Yeah.
It was, dude. And like that's another thing. Actors who take their shit mad serious, dude.
Same with if you see Robert Pattinson, the guy who plays Batman.
Yeah.
He did jiu-jitsu for a couple of years before he did the role.
Why did he do jiu-jitsu for Batman? He just to get in shape?
Probably because like some of the stunts they do is
chokes. Yeah, and Batman got his shit going on. Batman knows every martial art ever. So if you're Batman, you better know how to get someone in a guillotine. You gotta know. Because dude, some guys think actors don't really know their shit, and it's kind of crazy. And some actors think they know their shit.
They put themselves in the role, and it's freaky.
It's freaky. It freaks me out.
Ledger?
I was just about to bring him up. Isn't like his Joker role kind of the reason he kind of went crazy? Yeah. Because he would like lock himself in hotel rooms. Didn't he have like a Joker journal or something?
They had a diary that he released recently.
That is fucking crazy, bro.
Yeah.
They put themselves in there and some of them don't. Like you see Michael B. Jordan wanted to have a boxing match.
Like a real one?
Like a real one, yeah. From doing his Creed movie. I think that is stupid. You think
he's got a boxing build?
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure he can he'd probably kick my ass, Michael. If you see this somehow, we're cool, man. We're cool. I love Creed. Rocky's better though. Creed 3 sucked. I hated Creed 3. Did he write that? He writes the Creed movies?
I don't know, but Creed 3, you could just tell what was going to happen the whole movie.
Dude, Creed 3 was such a big fucking money pull. It could have been its own movie. It did not need to be a part of the Creed series. But they needed an ending
like that.
I think it was fine in Creed 2 because it's still linked with Rocky. Like, it's just, it could have been its own boxing movie like Southpaw. It's your friend.
I've still never seen Southpaw. I tried watching it. You've never seen it yet.
How far did you get into it?
Just the beginning. No, I watched, not Southpaw. There was the other movie with the two MMA dudes.
Something? No, Unconquered? Warrior. There you go. Isn't Tom Hardy in that movie?
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure that's Tom Hardy.
Yeah.
Look it up. Make it pop up right now. It's on the screen. Tom Hardy. I'm right. He's wrong. No, see, he does jujitsu and shit, so he knows who he's talking about. But no, the Creed 3, dude, that could have been its own movie, bro. It's just a kid who had a friend who went to prison, and then when he got out, his friend took all of his fame and glory, and he lost his whole career because he didn't back him up. And then they're fighting again at the end of the day. Like, that didn't need to be Creed. That really didn't need to be Creed, because if you look at Creed 1 and Creed 2, they had links to the Rocky story. I'm not saying it has to be about Rocky, but it's still in that universe. We want to see that stuff transition over. I don't want to see a Creed movie without Rocky in his corner, you know?
Yeah.
I think that's a little silly. But, you know, when you talk about cornermen, that's one thing people seriously need is motivation in the corner. Because I'm going to circle back to our fight here. I remember going into the third round, and that was the round I won. Like, that's when I show people our fight, skip the first 2 rounds. They don't need to see that shit. Look at me throw the absolute worst. Dude, I was tired, bro. I go back and I show that round because that's the round I really won, only because my brother's in my corner, and you can hear in the video, he's fucking yelling at me. He's like, if you want to win this fight, you got to remember who the fuck you are. What is your name? I'm like, my mouthpiece is falling. I'm like,
dude, my coach after the first round, he goes, "What do you see?" I go, "Oh no, I'm tired." And he puts water in my mouth and go. I was so fucking tired, bro.
Dude, I remember he has a water. It is so hard to drink water. Dude, it's so hard to drink water with the mouthpiece in.
Yeah.
My mouth is so
dry.
Shit flew out. You saw? Dude, yeah. I punched you square in the face after you spat it out, bro. And then I go, shit, my bad. I did not want a point take. Do you think I got a point taken away because of that?
No.
Dude,
it wasn't your fault that it came out.
Yeah, dude. It looked like you whipped it out on purpose.
No, I was just breathing through my mouth and went.
Dude, no. I was about to say, it is so hard to drink water with a mouth guard in. He's pointing at my mouth. I'm like, trying to take a single sip, and it's like it's getting inside my mouth guard, and my gloves are taped on.
Yeah.
And I go, Nathan, take my mouth guard out. Nathan, take out my mouth guard. And he's like, you gotta remember who you are. You gotta get your shit together. I'm like, Nathan, take out my mouth guard. I need to breathe, Nathan. He's like, do you want to win this fight? I'm like, I want to win, but I want water. Take out my mouth guard. And it was, dude, it's so hard to breathe. Water's dripping from my mouth. And he finally pulls it out. I spit all this water, spit out of my mouth. And he goes, "You got this." Shoves it back in my jalooper. And bell rings. We're back at it. That was the worst corner moment. But I was hype. Yeah. I was hype. That round was a good round because he was getting me hype. But I'm talking to him. I'm like, yo, take out my mouth guard, bro.
All you could hear was just like, you wanted water, but he's trying to, in his mind, he's like, I'm a fucking great corner man.
Dude, yeah. I'm the man, dude. He's like, I'm getting him. And he got me in the zone, but shit, Leighton, I know you're going to see this, brother. Take out my mouth guard next time. Dude, no, but
I'm cornering you next fight.
I'm so down. Would you actually be down?
100%.
Dude, hop in the corner because you're one guy I know would actually pop through. Yeah. All of my friends, this is going to be on my story. They're going to see this. Get your driver's licenses. All of yous. None of them drive. None of them have cars.
I'll drive back from Tampa just to corner you. That ass.
It's my man right here. Enemies to lovers. I mean, brothers. Dude, when we had the fight, you and your whole people came out. 2 of my friends came.
Yeah.
And my family, yeah. And
then you sent me a video of you guys at IHOP or something.
Yeah, I know we were at Wingstop.
Yeah, Wingstop.
Dude, it was so relieving to eat Wingstop. But I can't even say that because I totally had McDonald's right after I made weight. Right after I made weight, I got dude,
That's bad.
It was so bad because
I was just having chicken and a little bit of pasta.
That's what I should have done.
Yeah.
I have throughout my martial arts career, my blend of coaches has always been kind of wishy-washy, and I never learned the important stuff of fighting outside of the actual fighting itself.
Yeah.
It's like when it comes to weight cuts and making weight and dieting and being the right weight and how to do it healthy. Dude, I probably cut 4 pounds for my first ever kickboxing match, like in 30 minutes. Like I had a sauna suit on and I had to run the laps. He's like, you want to make weight? Go run another lap. And I was dying and I almost didn't eat anything. And after you make weight, you're good to suck that weight back in. So you can, I mean, it's not McDonald's, but you want to eat something good and you can
usually
eat more.
when you're so hungry and when you feel like you're so hungry, it really means you're just dehydrated.
Yeah.
It really means you just need water. Because usually when I think I'm super hungry late at night, I just drink water and it goes away.
Dude, water at night is so good. I love water late at night. I have like 3 unfinished cups of water by my bed right now. And my mom gets so pissed about that. But no, and then I was so tired. And I had to go watch. My little sister was in the drama program I was in. And so she did her thing and I went to go watch it because I was the day of the weigh-ins. So my first kickboxing match, we had to virtually weigh in. Then we had to drive to Winter Haven, which is about 2 or so hours from where I am in Jupiter. So, and her weekend, the weekend of the fight was her play. So it's like, okay, I have to watch it Friday after I make weight. Then I have to go to the fight.
What a brother.
After. What a brother. Exactly.
Yeah.
See, I got to support my little sister.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, I got to make this quick. So I blitz over to we didn't have a gym. We weren't training at a gym. I used to train at a place called Jupiter Boxing Club, and it closed down.
Yeah, I remember watching film.
Yeah, this fucking.
Dude, I'm so good at fucking stalking. I found Miguel's TikTok. I found your sparring videos with Miguel.
Are you kidding?
I swear to God.
There's videos of me sparring Miguel on TikTok?
On his TikTok.
Dude, he probably whoops my ass. It was when I first started.
So bad.
Dude, oh my God.
Yeah.
God damn it, Miguel. We work at the same place. I'm going to find you,
and then
brother.
I saw you were a lefty. And I was like, all right. So I screen recorded it, sent it to my coach. And then
your coach like, this guy's a fucking tomato can. You're going to kill this kid. No, that's when I first started.
My coach like, how is he 180?
Did I look fatter or did I look?
You just like, even during the fight, you didn't look 180.
Dude, I was so, you look at I'm pretty much the same size right now, but if pop it up on the screen, can't wait to see this shit edited. Pull up, like there's a picture where you're throwing a kick to my head and I kind of 2-hand block it. My gut is literally sticking out, bro. Like was
it the one where like right at the end of the round, like in the first round where dude, the bell rang right before I hit you. Remember I leaned back through the right?
Yeah, dude. Thank God.
And the bell goes ding, and I was like this close.
Dude, I think and I'm like, I just smacked the mic. I was like here trying to block it. But no, and my gut was hanging over because that second fight, I ate too much after I managed to make weight. And the second fight, I ate nothing because I went to my little sister's play and was like, okay, I can't eat anything.
First fight, you ate nothing.
First fight, I ate nothing because in my mind, I thought I had to stay at 180 the whole time. I thought we had to be.
You didn't eat shit during the fight. You were empty?
No, I was completely empty.
That's scary.
I woke up day of the fight and I had scrambled eggs and a protein shake. And that's all I had.
You need to carb up because you burn a shit ton.
Yes. And I didn't know any of this. I just thought I wasn't reminded. I wasn't really, but that's kind of a me thing because I kind of should have known that. But I was like, I have to be at 180 to fight. That's what I thought. I'm like, we're both 180. We have to fight at 180.
Yeah.
So I thought I had to stay at that weight. I couldn't eat anything. So I'm like, okay, if I eat at the day, I'll be able to cut down. So I'm making my walkout of that first fight. And I am like,
you just felt horrible.
I'm like, this is not going to go well. My arms felt heavy. My head felt light. And then if you go back and watch that fight, he just kicks me in the legs and gets a unanimous decision. That's why I was so mad about that fight because I didn't have the energy to do anything I wanted to do. Our fight, man, I ate good, but I was like, shit. He punched me in the stomach too hard. I might shit myself. I
I hit you some hard leg kicks.
Some hard leg kicks. There's a clip, and me and my buddy Goose bring this up all the time. I kick you in the leg once. And then now,
fight?
I know probably a couple more times, but it was like one really good leg kick. And the announcer was like, "Oh, you can't see it from my angle, but that was a good leg kick."
Nick said that?
Yeah, dude. And he's like making the biggest deal out of it.
Yeah, he did that for your Superman punch.
Dude, that was a cool Superman punch.
That was cool.
But the leg kick was like the most normal leg kick. He was like, "Those hit hard."
Yeah.
He was trying to make it seem more competitive than it actually was.
Judges are like,
write that down. No, but we bring that up all the time because it's like the one leg kick I hit, and he's like, "Oh, that was huge."
Cooper, that leg kick.
Dude, but the whole promotion, it was kind of weird. Did the ref give you advice?
No.
Dude, I don't know. The ref came up to me and he goes, "Yo, knee to the body."
Really?
The ref told me to knee you in the body.
You clinched me one time. What the fuck are you doing, Cooper?
Trying to knee you in the body.
We can't clinch.
We can't clinch?
No, that fight we couldn't clinch. They said that.
I didn't even know that. I did not read the rules. Spar Wars, I'm sorry. I'm going to read them. I'll be back in December. I'm going to reread the rules. And I got you next time. But no, I was like, he was saying knee to the body. And I'm like, fucking, throw one, dude. But no, he was telling me to knee you in the body, the ref. I don't know if it's because he saw an issue in your style or he was just trying to give me more points.
Nah, dude, I fight so long.
You're a lot taller than me.
Yeah, a lot?
Not
3
not
inches,
a lot.
2 inches.
How tall are you?
6'1".
It's fucking a liar. 6 foot max.
Me?
How tall? You're 6'1".
Yeah.
I'm like 5'10", 5'11" ish. I think I might have grown an inch since our fight because if you look at our face off, we're like here to each other.
Really?
You look a lot bigger than me. I'm itching to pull it up, but on the screen, I can't. I love that shit. Okay. Right there. No, he's like, dude, I can't wait to the shit to be edited. No, he's like a good distance above me. So I had to try and fight inside. But at one point, you became so gassed. You were just here, and I could just,
Yeah, but you were tired too.
I was so tired, but I'm not saying like I'm kicking his ass. I was like, I have to punch him in the face. Dude, it was the most tired I've been in a long time.
In my mind, I tell myself like, oh, you could have done better, but I really couldn't. I gave it my all.
And you know what's crazy? I'll watch UFC fights or any kind of fights, and I'm like, yo, what is he doing? He could have done this better.
Yeah,
like,
but then you do it. It's different.
And you see, bro, like I look at the Dustin Poirier and Islam fight. I'll watch some of the moments from that. I'm like, man, if Dustin just followed up here, or if Dustin did this, or Dustin did that. And dude, if you're in there, you don't have the energy to do that.
It's bad.
And we only went, 6 minutes in total?
Yeah.
6 minute fight. Dude, they're in there for 25 minutes. It catches up quick.
Plus, they're getting there, have to use the energy to get back up.
Yeah, exactly. Like I said before, it's a sprint the whole time. So I'm like, at some point, your hands were down, my hands were down, and I'm like, I just have to win this round. I just have to punch him more. And that's all my head was at. And that was probably like, after that round was over, I thought I won. I thought I won the fight. Because like, in my mind, round 1 was yours, 2 was in the air, and round 3 was mine. So I'm like, you know what? I got this shit. And the ref was like, you got it, bro.
He said that to you?
He said that to me. I feel like the ref had money on me. I don't know if he was betting, but I think he was betting on me. Dude, no, but...
Nick saw my Tiger Muay Thai shorts. You saw he said it? He goes, Tiger Muay Thai.
I didn't hear that, no.
No, he said that.
I custom made my shorts on Amazon. I had the big-ass Dwyer logo on my shorts. I had a bet with my principal. I'm like, yo, would you post the fight pics on the school Instagram? He goes, bet. And I was like, only if I wear Dwyer shorts. He's like, okay, do it. He did not post that shit. No. I don't know why. I was like, I sent it to him. And he left.
The photos are clean.
Those are good photos, yeah. Dude. Spar Wars is the shit, dude. You fight for free. You get to get experience, put yourself out there, and you get all those photos for it. You just have to come up and do your own thing. I was so sick. Like it's a lot more professional than you think it's going to be.
We both got sick before the fight, too.
Yeah, dude. It was.
We'll make that last one a reel and let Star Wars post it.
There you go. Pull it up. Pull it up. No, dude. I was so sick and sluggish before that fight, but the day of the fight, did your shoulders feel like heavy? Like, I don't know if that's nerves or like anything.
I was just like, what was your mind at before the fight?
My mind, like I said, it was just like as long as I hit him with good punches.
Were you nervous?
I was nervous for sure.
Yeah,
dude. I was.
You looked confident. You saw how nervous I looked.
No, you walking out there, dude. Because that's your first fight.
Yeah.
It's still my. I mean, it's not like I'm like fucking Volkanovski and you're some random bum. It's like I only had one fight, but you kind of get a feel for it because the first one is bad. Like for my first one, I thought my world came crashing down. I was like, this is, if I don't knock him out, I'm a loser forever. Like you get nervous.
No, you're a winner just for stepping in the
exactly. You can,
ring.
Dude, I can respect anybody that shows up to fight.
Yeah.
But it is so nerve wracking. So for our fight, you did your walk first and I was kind of off to the side because they didn't give us rooms. My first fight, there was 2 separate rooms. The red corner had their own room.
No way.
Yeah.
Dude, we just trained outside.
Yeah, dude, literally. Oh, you were hitting pads in the parking lot.
Yeah.
Dude, so there was 2 rooms.
You were watching me hit pads? Shit.
I was watching like, fucking lefty, this liar. I was peeking out on you, and I remember when you walked up, I'm like, yo, Leighton. That's him. I'm gonna shake his hand. I'm gonna size him up. But I seriously think I might have grown an inch since our fight because you look a lot taller than me when our fight.
Yeah.
Like when we were walking around earlier, we were like, I'm like at like your ear. Like we're not that far apart, but like at our fight, you looked a lot taller than me. Or maybe it was just my mind. Like,
you're just killing me right now.
He shrunk. He came down to my size. No, but it was, I remember when you walk out and after you got in the ring, that's when you're kind of like,
me?
You know, no, me.
Oh, you?
I'm like, oh.
Because I was like Alex Pereira, bro.
No, he was staring me down, bro. And I did a little Charles Oliveira. I ran around and gave you a little glove tap before it started. Because for my first...
You saw I lean back on the thing.
Yeah, I know. Because I was trying to get loose because my first fight, I was so tense. When you treat it like a sparring match, it becomes more fun. Yeah. And in our fight, I wasn't worried about like losing crazy. I'm just like, I'm going to get out here and do what I can. So my mind and when the fight was about to start, when I was doing my walk, I was like, okay, I know how to fight. I know what to do enough.
It'll all come naturally.
It'll all come naturally. So as long as I get in there and I do what I can and I don't regret anything about this fight, it'll be okay. Mm-hmm. And honestly, I don't. When I look back at our fight and I see the only thing I regret is not making a better weight cut, but it's like I didn't know. I didn't know anything like that. And I should have been more educated if I was more dedicated, but there's a bar right there.
Yeah, that was good.
Right there, pop it up. Quote me. No, but I was like, I'm so, right there. I cannot wait to. No, dude, it was super fun. At the end of the day, they are, even win or lose, those events are so fun. When it's your team and your people show up to watch you and you're taking all the pictures. I can only imagine what it's like on a professional level when everyone's seeing it. Cause like another thing that I really like about fighting and another reason I do want to fight, I hate using this word because it's brain rot now, but like the aura of it. When people know you fight, they take you a different way, you know? They look at you a different way. Like, I am not that good. I don't think I'm that good of a fighter. But like all my buddies are like, yo, if I ever need backup, I'm calling Coop, bro.
Yeah,
he's got my back.
To me now.
I'm like, and you're just like
plus 500.
I know, right? Exactly. You just feel like you got a different kind of.
I feel like you're the man.
You do feel like the man. We had a buddy of mine. He was angry at some girl at our school because she broke his AirPod, and she was like, "I'm gonna get my brother," and he was kind of being a pussy about it. You know, he was nervous. He didn't want to fight. Yeah. And he's like, bro, just have Coop walk you to class. I'm like, I guess I'll walk him to class, little Lee. I was like, dude, I thought I was so cool. He might have kicked my ass. I don't know. He might be some big buff black guy named Jaquavius and just drops me on my neck. But so,
I get that feeling, bro. But if I ever got in a street fight, I wouldn't even know what to do until they throw the first punch, and then it'll all come naturally.
Yeah,
in my mind, I'm like, yeah, I'm probably gonna get killed, but dude, it just comes naturally.
My mind for a street fight, I'm gonna just fucking bite them, bro. If someone ever gets too close, dude, just get freaky, bro.
It's just, what if they have a knife? That's the biggest.
That's scary. Yeah, dude. And also, you can't wrestle. You cannot wrestle in a street fight.
If you're on the ground, the friends come.
Yeah, dude, none of that. And also, you know, a triangle choke is cool and all until he starts biting your balls, dude. Yeah, dude. Like a rear naked choke, bro. He can like dig his finger in your eyeballs and shit. It isn't a sanctioned fight, so.
But if you're really good at jiu-jitsu, you can lock up your arms, legs, everybody.
I see a lot of jiu-jitsu for the street guys, but I don't know. It's just one of those things that it's like I'm not good enough at it to do it to where I'm gonna like win this fight because of it. You know, jiu-jitsu is hard. You ever fight somebody or roll with somebody who's really good at jiu-jitsu and you just feel like a fish swimming around in front of a great white, annoying. Bro. There's serious levels to that. Like there are guys that I lose to pretty badly who I see just get dominated. And I'm like, what the fuck am I going to do? Because it's a big level gap. It's a big learning curve. Because it's one of those things where you have to know everything that's going on always.
It's chess. If someone does a move, you got to counter it right away.
And I know none of the counters. Yeah. I know. Dude, I've had times where I thought I had something good and they like wiggle their pinky toe behind my kneecap and boom, I'm in a Kimura or whatever. If you put
too much pressure on one side, they'll just flip you over.
Yeah. Yeah. It's all about weight distribution. And I'm so bad at it. I'm not good at jiu-jitsu. I wish I was good at jiu-jitsu, but I'm not. So yeah. we got stuff to work on. I want to do amateur MMA because I was talking with a friend of mine and he was like, that's crazy you did kickboxing because him and I had done MMA together and wrestled together. And I'm like, why is that crazy? He's like, if I can't struggle wrestle, I'm not doing it. And I'm like, that's kind of a good point because in our kickboxing match, I'm a striker. I am a striker, but you know, I have other weapons, you could say. And MMA is kind of where I base my style around because a lot of new guys you see that are bred in MMA. So they learn to strike and follow up with a takedown. They learn takedown defense and be able to mix it with striking. Kickboxing as a sport, striking is still the same thing at the end of the day, but they're two very different kinds of striking, you know? So when I think back to our fight, I'm like, you know, a lot of the time when I'm striking, I'm like, and it's crazy to say we couldn't clinch because when I strike all the time.
It said we could on the rules, like when I read the rules at first, and then the ref said no clinching. Remember?
Oh, really? Yeah, he pulled us apart in the middle of. You look back, I'm like, I'm throwing a knee. Yeah. Like he separates us after I throw the knee, and I'm like, fuck, man, you told me to knee him in the body.
Yeah.
But no, I was like, a lot of the times my takedowns and clinching after a couple strikes land, that's kind of where my mind's at. But I can't do that kind of stuff. So I have to
fight, you gotta like get a nut shot and just be like this.
Dude. Shimmer. That was so sick. That was the best. You know, UFC 300 was on the same night of my prom.
Yeah? So you didn't watch it?
No, I did watch it.
I was about to say. I'd rush home so fast.
Oh, dude. I remember on my way to prom, I opened my Instagram and I see Cody Garbrandt getting choked out. I'm like, it's already on.
That was the first fight of the night. That's insane.
That was a sick fight. Figgy's a dog, man. But no, I remember going to prom, had a good time. And then like the second prom started dying. I was like, get everyone. I'm getting out of here. We go over to a friend's house. It's on video, and I'll send it to you. My live reaction to the Max Holloway knockout. I'm in a button down, a nice red tie, slacks, and loafers.
You pop it or something?
And I jumped directly into the pool.
Oh my!
I was going crazy.
That fight was insane.
That was the knockout moment of the year, dude. That is hard to top.
Of all time,
last second, dude. I wouldn't put it past. I mean, a better knockout than that is so hard to find. He didn't even need it.
Yeah.
He went 4 rounds before that, beating him up, and he was winning that 5th round.
If you watch the fight slowed down in that first round, Max threw a jab, and he sees Justin just keeps ducking and ducking and ducking. Mm-hmm. So he threw it, stepped back, and threw the spinning back kick right in his
dude,
nose.
It like cut his face.
Yeah.
No, it didn't cut. It broke his nose.
It broke his nose.
Dude, that spinning back kick in the pocket. I'm pulling that next fight, bro. That thing is deadly.
You got to practice it a lot.
No, yeah. And it's one of those things where it looks so easy. When you train for
your next fight, text me. So like, well, I'll hold pads for you and shit.
Yeah, hell yeah, dude. It's a far drive, but I'll definitely pop out here more. Boca, Jupiter, mayor, if you're listening, make our town look like Boca, bro, because Jupiter does not look as nice as this place.
Before we finish up, though, what's like the biggest takeaway you got from the fight and the biggest learning experience?
My biggest takeaway from that fight, if I had to sum it up, I would say that know your shit and stick to it. Because when I think about that fight, I think about the weird weight cut, but I think about how well I still did. So if you know what you're doing and you have good people around you, that's another thing I need to take away. Have a coaching staff or have a team. Have a team to back you up, because I love my brother. All love to him. But I wish I had
But he couldn't get you the water.
But he couldn't get me water. No, but it helps to have a team behind you and helps to have coaches. Like my first fight, I had a team and coaches with me, and they were giving me real good, solid advice. My brother was giving me good advice too. But it's about the effort behind it. It's about having people there to support you. But again, like I was saying, know your shit and stick to it. I feel like I could have done a lot better, but I did well. And I think you and I both kind of got the sense that we're at really equal footing and we have so much potential.
Yeah.
You know, we have so much, we have a lot of, it's like we have a high ceiling that we just haven't even touched yet. And you and I kind of got in there together. Why did I say like got in there together? No, we got in there together, and we're both like rookies, both young guys, both young kids. And we just took it to each other as hard as we could. Pause. Whoa. Crazy pause. We were doing everything we could to win that fight. We were really sticking it to each other. And at the end of the day, it's so much fun when you practice for that fight and you train for that fight and you get out there and
it felt like it was just me and you in that whole building.
It did. Everyone else disappears.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. The biggest takeaway is know your shit and stick to it. Dude, it felt like you and I were doing a dance.
Yeah.
It's like we had a performance. Even though it's like all your plans go out of the window, the fundamentals are still there. And it all comes back to you naturally. And all the training pays off if you did it. And win or lose, if you're able to show your stuff, it's a fun thing, man.
Yeah.
Fighting is super nice. And it's not a rewarding sport. It's an unforgiving sport. It's a rewarding sport. Because if you can prove yourself out there, there's nothing more manly than winning a fight. No one gets knocked out and says, I'll dunk on you in basketball, though. If shit gets heated in another sport, what do they result to? Fighting.
In fighting, you could be cocky in the beginning and everything, but once it's over, you just show nothing but respect.
Exactly. But also, fighting, it doesn't lie, bro. What are you going to say to me if I can kick your ass, dude? It's like, it's one of those things where it's a sport that's at the center of everything, you know, because that's like that's the sport we've been doing for the longest. Is fighting each other, because it's the most simple sport, but it's also what we rely on to resolve conflict. So, dude, when you're able to fight, you can say all this shit. You can talk all this shit, but if you lose to the guy in the fight, I mean, you can't say anything to that guy.
Like Colby.
Dude, you talk all that shit and you get beat up that bad. I mean, what do you say? Like, oh, you're ugly, though. I don't care. Knocked you out, bro. So it's one of those things. It's a rewarding sport. It's an unforgiving sport. And I just loved it, man. And I really appreciate you coming out here, letting me on the podcast. Great time here today. Very much a pleasure. I'd hope to spar you again.
Tonight. Yeah.
Tonight we're going to spar. I'm not going to see you in the ring again. I don't want to try and get a win over you because this is my dog now. But anyways, brother.
Yeah.
It's a pleasure, man.
Thank you so much.
God bless. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'll see you guys later. Much love.